MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Houston Astros and the Minnesota Twins. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Number 20 gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it's
leading
hard
off
to have
for
all
Houston,
4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Correa onto the grass. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
You really have to appreciate what Jose Altuve brings to this team. He took home the Silver Slugger Award at second base in the American League last year. You look around and look at how much production they got out of those second basemen last year. That's a pretty special award to take home.
And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, when you get off to a slow start, all you want to do is get back to that 500 number, and you don't care how you get there. Well, this team has done exactly that, and today starts the first day. Hopefully they find a way to get a win. 1 game over 500, and everybody...
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. And now the Twins will go to work on offense. We've got...
Leading off for the Twins, the second baseman.
First offering on its way.
That's
by him. It's 0-1. And fellows, these Astros entering play here tonight. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, I know 5-3 is nothing to get super excited about, but it could have easily gone 500. One key hit doesn't come through or find a gap, and they find themselves 4-4 to start this road trip. Instead, 5-3 on the recent homestand, and they're feeling pretty confident about where they're at.
The 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. What are you focused on, Dan?
Well, I'm a little concerned with the play of Byron Buxton. Over the last 10 games, he's driven in only 3 runs. That's not the kind of production you expect from a guy hitting in the middle of the order. He's had some opportunities. He just hasn't cashed in. Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record. That is good. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
Riding in, Carlos Correa. He's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here comes the first pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. Foul for the first strike. Wind up and the 0-1. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, this guy's dialed in right now. 2 strikeouts and still working ahead. This is going to be a tough test for the offense.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Twins corrals it, and the throw to first ends the inning. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. The 1-1 home. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. And there's out number 1.
Batting fifth, the shortstop.
Set to get his evening at the plate started. Jeremy Pena batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Lifted in the air out to left field. Healy is there. 2 down.
Batting fifth.
Ready now, Steven Souza looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. High in the air out to center field. Buxton is over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3. Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Tim Koo, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one.
Well, based on that swing, I'd say this guy's got his A-game fastball working right now. The only way you're going to get to that pitch is you got to make an adjustment and get that front foot down a little early.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Changeup taken for ball 3, well below the zone.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
3-2, one more time. And he
Nope,
takes
ball 4. Take your base.
Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
The left fielder.
Standing in, Alex Healy will get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. 2-0 to the Twins left fielder.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
He's set, and the 2-0 pitch. And there's a swing and a miss. 2-1 now.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Ball. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both the walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run home.
The 3-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Alvarez coming in. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the Houston Astros on base. And I want to focus on Jose Altuve. Pound for pound, the best player in Big League Baseball. A Gold Glove second baseman, he can do it all. 5 tools, the ability to turn a double play with the best of it.
This one's flared off to the right side. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. But now a throw from the outfield will get him. Now to the plate, Christian Walker, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Walker.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. 0-2 once more. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. And he got him. Stepping up to the plate, Mauricio Dubois.
The center fielder.
First delivery to him on the way.
Dubois.
And that's taken for strike 1. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Fastball called for strike 2. Dubois stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of 3rd. Ready with another 0-2. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time, as it's well off the outside. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Fouled off. The 1-2. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And there's out number 2. Now at the plate, Austin Wynn. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. Now the pitch. Push to the right side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Harrison.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. High in the air out towards shallow right. Gamble has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1.
Batting it.
Into the box now, Ryan Jeffries. First pitch coming, here it is. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. Jeffries has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is, and shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws.
That's a ball. That's inside.
And this one's too far inside, ball 2. Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1. There's the 2-1 home. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Batting 9.
Stepping into the box, Colby Obradovich. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Rounded down the third baseline.
That's a foul.
Which gets fouled. 0-1. Takes a cold strike up and out over the plate. 0-2. Bottom of inning number 3. 0-0 our score. He went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. Got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts it in. Digging in now, Brendan Rodgers. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams will be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Digging in, Ben Gamble. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Lifted the other way out to left center. Healy over to his left. 2 down.
Now back.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Jordan Alvarez. First pitch of the at-bat. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will kick off the base of the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Now back.
And a second here with 2 away. Striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Oh.
Fastball.
1 ball, no strike.
Away. It's ball 1. Just missing here. 2-0.
2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a view and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
3 balls, no strikes. Line towards center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that. At the plate, Darren Obradovich.
Leading off.
0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The second baseman.
First pitch on its way.
Obradovich.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
And he buries a breaking ball that time. Good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one. Slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
The center fielder.
Ready for another chance? Byron Buxton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up, and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tough and play with the big part of the field.
1-2 now. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. Push softly over toward the right side. Takes to the bag himself for the out.
Now that
is Carlos Correa now looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. That is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Line drive to left. It's in there, and the Twins look to have an extra base hit on their first hit of the game. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not what he wants them to be so far this year. You never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strike. Drew a base on balls his first time up. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Correa at second with 2 down. Line to the right side. A looping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. He'll get it into second, but he'll get in there with an RBI double.
Well, he was almost out of the inning. Did the last 2 batters show him that you can't lose focus on the mound, even if you get 2 quick outs. Back-to-back doubles shows you just how quickly things can get away from you.
Slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Comes set, the 0-1. Now a big fast. Ball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Welcome back to Target Field as we send it to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said he's been really happy with how many balls they've hit hard and on a line. Looking at the numbers, they've had 7 total line drives. And even though some of those have resulted in outs, he says it's that kind of consistent contact that leads to W's in the standings.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Skied into very shallow right. Vader is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down. Striding forward now is the DH, Steven Souza. First pitch on its way. And that's in there for strike 1.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking the zone right here. He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
Cool right there. And quickly there are 2 away.
Now batting,
Riding in for Houston, Christian Walker comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a ground ball to third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
The batter.
Stepping in, Mauricio Dubois. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
That's
This
the ball.
one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting glove and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Fastball swung on and missed.
Hey, this offense needs to check themselves right now. They have to find a way to
Ball.
get somebody on base.
2 and 2
Get
the
this
count.
guy out of the stretch and make him a little bit uncomfortable. I mean, they're one strike away from being shut out.
Nope, ball.
Full count now, 3 and 2.
Full count.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3 and 2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move for 2 away.
Obradovich is there to make the catch and decided. Now it will be the Minnesota DH, Sean
The
Obradovich.
designated hitter.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Obradovich.
A ball
One
and no
ball,
strike.
no strike.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
1-1. Strike 2 swinging.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Popped up. Walker. Room in foul territory. 1 out.
The right fielder,
So
number
the
12.
base is empty here with one away. And into that next one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Oh, and he's got him in the
No
palm
ball,
of his hand
2
now.
strikes.
It's 0-2.
That's been a great pitch for him all night. Able to push and pull the throttle a little bit. Throwing a good fastball located and mixing in that nasty changeup with good arm action.
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Now back.
Sliding into the box, Ryan Jeffries.
Jeffries.
Here comes the first pitch.
Ball.
And this misses outside and a bit
1-0.
high. 1 ball, no strike.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
And they pitch
Good
out
work.
here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Bader, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And there he goes towards second. In the dirt here. Pitch is in the dirt and knocked down, and he'll make it into second easily with a stolen base. This is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And
He's safe.
they said he beat the throw safe at third. And the recovery's not going to be in time at third, and that should be ruled a wild pitch. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. Coming to the plate now, Colby Obradovich.
First baseman.
Runner in scoring
Colby.
position with Sugan.
Obradovich.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2. So far this season, Obradovich is carrying a slugging percentage under .350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Up with it, wins. And now they've got The runner caught in the hot box as he thought about going home. Next up for the Astros, Boston wins. So be the one leading things off for Houston in the sixth. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And he watches this one in there for a high strike.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the alley.
Digging into this again, Brendan Rodgers. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's the same. Go for it.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And there's a base hit on the line. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The left fielder, number 34.
Now it's Alvarez. As he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. No balls and 1 strike.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base paths, when defense starts to tighten up a little bit, the best.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away.
The second
base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Kilo, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Rounded weakly down the line toward third. Ready with the 0-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Keelan has it in his tracks. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as that'll square things at 1-1.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a liner. That's in there. Base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Now batter.
Ready for another shot now. Steven Souza, who was retired via the ground ball last time up. Gamble at third. Alvarez at second. Pena on at first with 2 down.
That's the ball.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 2-1 now to Steven Souza.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get 2 and possibly all 3 home. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And he's in there safely as they jump out ahead with 3 runs scoring on the play.
Bases loaded, and he was looking to drive them all in the second he stepped into the box. Puts a big swing on this thing, and the ball just gets down to the wall, allowing everyone to come around and score. He'll take a 3-run double every day of the week.
The 1-0. Good swing there, but this is foul off to the right side. 4 runs here in this half inning. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not attacking the strike zone anymore.
Heading out towards shallow right. Bader there to put it away and finally put it. Bottom of the 6th inning on its way, but first here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact.
One ball, no strikes.
So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Skied into straightaway right. Gamble is camped under this one, and he puts it away for the first out. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here comes the first hit. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
0-1.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone.
No ball.
Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to do.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a bouncing ball foul. Hit sharply on the ground. Pena takes it in. So just got down at first as he was really moving that time.
The batter, number 4.
Into the box now. Carlos Correa. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero. Just start getting the leadoff guy on.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
2-2. And he chased it in the dirt. Up with it, wins. And that ends the inning. Into the box, Mauricio Dubois. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Dubois.
Number 37 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number
Pitch on the
37.
way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Ball 1.
No, that's the ball. 1-1.
1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. This is on the ground over the first. Oh, look at the sliding stuff.
Now batter.
So coming to the plate, Austin wins. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips. And he gets ahead 0-1. And this is
No, that missed. That's the ball.
We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Healy has it in his tracks. 2 down.
Next to the outfield.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Brendan Rodgers. He singled his last time up. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Heading out towards shallow right. Bader moving in. He makes the catch. What a play on the run. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Tim Hu. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
1-1.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
1-2.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In now, Alex Healy. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. No hits to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped up. Pena calls for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting.
Now at the plate.
The designated hitter.
His last at bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Plays
1
off
ball,
his
1
slider,
strike.
and it's 1-1. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the Ledger? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now. Is that in? Digging in and looking for more. Ben Gamble. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8. Line drive to left. Healy is there, and he has it through the out.
The left fielder, number 24.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Buxton. 2 gone.
Now batting. The second
baseman. 2 gone now in the Houston 8th. And striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. In there, 0-1. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
I try and tell people all the time, you're facing 90 to 92, 94. You can still see seams. It starts getting above 94. It starts.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Ryan Presley is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 55.
Ryan stepping into the box. Harrison Bader 0 for 2 on a big hitting for number 22. Try and get his glove back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. First pitcher misses wide. 1-0.
1-0.
Here's the 1-0. Fouled straight back. Hit out towards second. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
Now batting.
So digging in now, Ryan Jeffries. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ground ball left side. Altuve for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. Now batting, Colby of the Dodgers. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into
Ball
this
outside.
thing.
And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball one. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
The 2-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
Hey, this offense needs to get it going right here. Somebody has to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and get this team to start thinking past the calm mentality. They cannot continue to go up there and look like they have no game.
3-1 to him now. The 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Fouled away. The next 3-2. Count still full, 3-2. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch. Number 22 will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Now in the box, Jeremy Pena. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Now the Astros designated pitcher, Steven Souza, will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. It's in there for strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Ripped down the first base line. And this will find a wall deep in the corner. Stepping in, Christian Walker. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. 0-1 the count. Souza, base runner at first with 1 out. Wastes a pitch on the knuckle curve there. 1-2.
1-2. The count.
Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2. So stepping in, Mauricio Dubois. He got on top of one. It was a ground out victim last time.
That's inside. That's the ball.
A ball and no strikes. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Healy sprinting after it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Houston as they hold on to a. Rafael Montero comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 48.
Striding in to start the 9th, Darren Obradovich. And they'll need him to get something going here.
1-0.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the ninth is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
Grounder down the line at third. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Digging in, Byron Buxton. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Line to the right side. And they'll take this out of first, and they're down to their final out, 2 away.
The batter number 4.
Next for Minnesota, Carlos Correa. Comes to the plate at the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Final strike for the Twins. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
I think if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
The number 4 Minnesota hitter, Tim Hu, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Now it's swinging a ground ball. This should do it. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
The left fielder, number 5.
Stepping up now, Alex Healy. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out 1. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And they'll put this one away for the final out. And the Astros have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. A 4-1 finish in this evening's game.